Hello guys, today I will show you how you can prepare your model for texturing in some other software like Substance Painter and others. I will show you how you can put everything together in Blender and how you can then bake it all that textures materials in just one texture for your model. But first I want to tell you something. If you are not using some other software for texturing, then you are wasting your time. You need to learn it, because Blender is only for making your models and putting everything together, and that other software like Substance Painter, it's where the magic happens. Let me say, it only took me like 5-10 minutes to texture this sword, and in Blender I will take like days. And imagine in that other software, I do not know what you are using, like Substance Painter and others. Imagine if you are spending for one model not just 10 minutes, but days. Then you can make a masterpiece. So trust me on that. There is a couple of different ways how you can prepare your model for exporting for a texturing software. First, when you are finished with your model and you are satisfied, so I will show you 3 ways. First way, if you have different parts of your model, like this blade of my sword, it's one part, this is the second part, third, fourth and 5. So I have 5 parts, so you can disassemble your model. And then when you are exporting your model, in like Substance Painter, when you are baking maps, you will choose different IDs of objects. Second way, you can go in like vertex paint. So if you do not want to disassemble your model, so you can paint on every single part that you want a different material to be different vertex color. Like this, you select that part that you want, go in vertex painting, select color, and you just hit select, I don't know, I will select blue for this, and you just hit Ctrl X. But you first need to block it like this, and you go just Ctrl X and it will paint everything. So then you go in your edit mode, select second part, go in vertex paint, do not forget to put paint mask, select different color and just Ctrl X. And then you paint every single part different colors. And when you are importing model in your texture painting software, you will choose vertex colors. What I like to do for my models, so I select like this part. It do not need to be a separate part for a model, just select it, and you add a different materials for that. And then you add for the second part different materials, and for third. And for this blade I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 materials. That do not matter, because we will not use all 5 materials in game. We will bake it all in one materials, and that material we will use it for your game. So if you have a complicated models, just think about materials that you want to model to have. Like this will be metal, this handle will be wood, this handle is wood, so that's the second material, this golden piece is the third, and the fourth and the 5. So you add just different materials for every single piece of your model. If you don't know how to do that, just select part that you want to be a material, add new materials and just assign it just for that. So this my model, you have like before exporting to software painting, so texture painting software, it will have like 5 materials, and then I will bake everything in one. And when I importing in like Substance Painters, I will choose by materials, and you can combine vertex painting and materials and everything. It doesn't really matter how many materials do you have. The more it will be easy for you to texture paint it. But you do not go a crazy amount like 100, because softwares like Substance Painter need to bake at least 5 photos for every material. So he will then need to bake like 500 photos, and then you will need to set that everything up. So do not go, I don't know, beyond 10. I will show you how you can do that in this axe, because this axe have just 2 materials. It will be easy for the video. First, we need to check is this axe has scale applied. It does. If the axe do not have scale applied, you select it, hit Ctrl A and apply scale. What's the next step? We need to UV unwrap it. I will just go through it. So I make some seams. It do not need to be in one part. I have these 2 parts of this axe. Make some seams. When you are making seams, just think about your models like it's made of paper and you need to cut it. So these are my seams. When you want to mark the seams, you select edge, right click and mark seams, and you can clear seams, and you have mark sharp like this. This edge is sharp. Next, you go in UV editing. So if you have an object with multiple parts, it do not matter. Multiple object, you can unwrap it in the same time. You just select every single object and you go in edit mode and hit A and select everything. And then you hit U, and I like to use this minimal stretch. And this minimal stretch will give me this mesh. And when you have a mesh, then you go in your mesh, hit L and select objects and move them around. They scale it, make a good UV grid. Do not rush this process, because you need to have a good UV that do not touch each other and have space. So and you spend a little time here and make good UVs. And after you have your model scaled and unwrapped and everything, you assigned a material. So you see I have for this axe like 2 materials, wood and iron. Wood is assigned for this handle and iron is for this head, axe head. And then your model is ready to be exported and in Substance Painter and some other programs, and then you paint on that. And after you paint, or just put material so that you can finish this axe in like 5 minutes, and that's why you need to start using it. And after you finish in Substance Painter, you export textures in some folder that you want. I will not show you how you can do that in Substance Painter, because this is video just about Blender. You need to learn how you use Substance Painter on some other place. So after you done that and have that textures in Substance Painter, I will now show you how you can put everything together in Blender. Are you ready? Do you have your photos of your materials and your color, metallics, roughness, and this placement and everything? If you have that, we are ready to start. So I'm selecting my model. I'm in shading tab. I'm selecting my model and selecting like this iron material, and then in that iron material I'm selecting this node. And for this process you need to have a node wrangler add-on. If you do not have it, install it. It's easy to install. I'm selecting this node, holding Ctrl Shift and T, and now you will be prompted to add that photos of this material. So find that photos and import it. So these are my photos for this material, and now I have marked it like iron, and I will hold Shift and select every single photo, and I will click this, and this add-on will place everything. Now what I first like to do when I get to this part, I like to disconnect metallic, because when we are baking colors, the metallic will just darken color and ruin them. And for this model I do not need displacement. I will disconnect displacement too. Now next step is I'm going for wood for this handle and doing the same thing. Clicking on model on this node, Control Shift T, and selecting this wood textures. And now I'm disconnecting metallic and displacement. And now we are ready to start baking. What's the next step? Next step, we will make the final material for this axe. I will click this plus sign and add new material and call it axe final. And in these two materials I have pre-made these textures for baking, this node for baking. I will just copy it. If you do not know how to make this node, you just hit Shift A and type image textures. Now my model uses 2K images. I will go in new and I will call this like albedo, axe albedo 2K, and I will go here and type 2048. You need to put exactly the same pixel size of your textures. I will leave on alpha because after I bake color I will put my color textures in affinity and add some better background. Otherwise you get this black. And now you get this color. So this is my color. This is the same like this. And for color we are using sRGB. And add four new image textures for your models. For roughness, for metallic, for normals, and for displacement. And light them like this. For roughness we do not need color, we are non-color. This is very important. For metallic we do not need color, metallic is non-color. Normals non-color, displacement two non-colors. And now you select every single node, Control C, and go here in your materials and paste it here. And go in your second material and paste it here. This is my old model, so all these photos are pre-baked, but I will bake them again. So I'm clicking on my colors in my final material, then go in every single material that you have and click on that color. And then click on your models to have this green outline. And now we'll bake it. I will go here in render and choose cycles, choose my graphic card, and here in max samples I'm testing this. I don't know what this do, but I like to, this I think do not impact quality. I like to put it on 100, I don't know. And for color here we will choose diffuse. Check off your direct indirect light, and you can put your size of your so your edge have like little bleed of 2 pixels on your photos. And when you have everything selected, I will click bake. So this was a photo without alpha. I have this. I got this black background. It doesn't matter. I will now click on this and here image save, and save this image and call it like final axe color. Now we need to bake this roughness. Now I like to go in my final material and put this like here. Next one to bake is this, my final material is roughness. Click on roughness, go in second materials and every single material that you have, and click on roughness. Check on roughness. Final material is on roughness. I click on my model, go in render, bake roughness. Bleed is 2. bake. Now I have my roughness. I will go here, click on roughness 2 times, image, save as. And now you have your roughness. Roughness is ready. I will put it here. Next one for baking, metallic. Metallic is little bit tricky to bake because we cannot bake it like this. So make sure that you have your Node Wrangler add-on and go in your first materials and go in your metallic, click Control Shift and click on your metallic, and that will connect this for this material output, and do that for every single materials. Go in metallic, Control Shift, metallic, and now we have our metallic colors. Now make sure that you on your final material that you click on metallic and go through every single material and click on metallic. Everything is set up. Now we will go in render and we will bake emission, because that's how Blender works. I do not want to explain you its whole thing. We will bake emission and that will bake our metallic. Go, our bleed is 2, click bake. Now metallic is done. Now save it. When you have saved it, put it on the side like this. Next one is normal. Click on your normal. This is final material. Go in your wood, click on materials, and your every single material. I don't know how much you have it. Click on your normal, check everything. We clicked on our model. Go in bake, normal, bleed is 2, click bake. Baking is finished. Now put your normals on the side, and we need to bake if you want. I do not use it for my models, but we need to bake displacement. I will show you how. It's the same like metallic. Go in your every single material that you have, find displacement, hold Control Shift and click on it. It will connect it to material output, and do this for every single material. And now this is my final material, my displacement. I click on it. You need to find that in every single material. Click on it and check everything. Everything is clicked. I'm click on my model. Go in bake and bake emission, the same like metallic. That will bake your displacement. Now baking is saved. Click on your displacement and save it. Now everything is ready to put our materials together in just one material. We put our texture together in just one materials. I will delete this too, and for this I like to have a couple of different saves, like my model in model stage, in pre-texture stage, in texture setup before baking, and now like final output. In that final output I delete every single material, so it's very good to have a different save files. Here I will select my color and connect color to color. Find my metallic and connect metallic to metallic. Roughness to roughness. And for normal we need just one node for this, and I will hold the Shift A, and I will type normal map. And this displacement normal map, this is. And we need to connect our normals to colors and our normal to normal. And now we will have a normal map. Be aware, only the color need to be sRGB. Every single textures non-color. Where is displacement? For displacement we need another map. We need another node that is displacement node. So Shift A, displacement. And I'll put this displacement color in height and put displacement in displacement. And now we have our model ready for game. And you have just one materials. And do not worry if your game engine like Unreal do not import every single textures. You can add by hand. And that's everything for this video. Thank you. Please leave comment, like and subscribe.